In a world full of chaos and destruction, four men are setting out to bring you the most important, nonsensical information that you didn't know you needed to know. Welcome to Essentially Nonsense.
Hello and welcome to the very, very first episode of Essentially Nonsense, which critics have already claimed is the single greatest podcast on the internet. My name is Josh Myers, joined along the likes of my beautiful co-hosts, David Magda
Davis,
and Blake Williams. I just wanted to take this first official episode by explaining a bit of who we are and what this podcast is exactly. We're just a group of dumb guys with a lot of dumb ideas and opinions. We've known each other for years. We've spent countless hours playing video games and talking with one another. Some of the dumbest things imaginable. And we decided to put it on the internet for strangers to listen to and ultimately judge us for. As we sat down and tried to decide exactly what we would discuss on this podcast, I think we realized that we are a group of people who have very different ideas and interests. We shouldn't limit ourselves to just one topic. We'll spend a week talking about the news in the world, and the next will be about movies we like. And like I said, as for these beautiful co-hosts, I've known Blake for roughly 10 years. About 12 years now, isn't it?
Yeah, that's age 12. 7th grade.
7th grade, in 2008. Fuck.
Ooh, shit, that was 12 years ago.
And that's
way too long.
and through Blake is where I met David. And see, my oldest memory of Blake, I think, was been the first 2 weeks or so of 7th grade, walking through the hallway with you and Brogan Davis behind me. And I still don't know if you guys planned this or not, but you ripped my leg out from under me as Brogan pushed me square in the back. I fucking ate the ground so damn hard.
Yep. Oh, yeah, I remember that. I remember every moment of that, and it was planned. I remember me and Brogan making eye contact, shaking our heads. Yeah, we're gonna do it. Me kicking your foot and Brogan pushing. And then it was love at first sight as you laid on the ground and looked back up at me.
Yeah. I just come from a small school trying to make friends, and hey, this guy seems pretty cool. Maybe he'll be my friend. And I laid down on the ground and looked up. I was like, well, fuck me. But I've honestly probably met David less than 10 times in my life, but where we play video games so much and just talk so often, I consider you guys really good friends.
Oh, isn't that cute?
That's what I do. I'm a romantic.
Is that hopeless or not?
I'm very hopeless, yes.
Are you kidding? He couldn't get with us. I mean, come on.
Way out of his league.
Yeah. Yes, my name is Josh Myers, like I said. I live in Charleston, West Virginia. Huge football fan. When I'm not working, probably out somewhere exploring. I learned today that I am an Aquarius.
Oh, so you like
what
fish?
What does that mean?
What do you mean, what does it mean? I'm an Aquarius.
What the fuck?
He likes fish. Come on.
Oh,
Aquarium.
I see.
Mhm.
I see. So, Josh is an octopus.
Excuse me?
Octopus like
He is a
fish.
puss.
If Josh likes fish and octopus like fish, Josh is an octopus.
Octopus. That makes sense.
It says I am progressive, original, independent, and humanitarian.
Humanitarian.
Oh, I think they forgot one. They didn't put cocksucker on there.
Or a cock.
When the fuck did this become a roast of Josh? I don't like this.
Wait. What's mine? What is it?
When were you born?
September. Late September.
Wait, are these like the astro symbols or whatever this is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, so I'm Cancer.
Yeah.
Well, David, are you after September 23rd?
Yes.
You're a Virgo. That means you've never gotten laid.
After.
Come
Hey,
on.
that's not what my research says. It says
no.
September 23rd to October 22nd is a Libra. That's me.
Oh, I had to say that, done it.
Jeez.
There's a big word, Virgo. I even read that. This Virgo stabbed me in the face.
Alright.
Well, fine. What the fuck's a Libra?
Isn't that the thing on, like, vaginas?
Hey, I've been with the
okay.
same girl for about, I don't know, 10 years, and your guess is as good as mine.
Oh. How does he survive?
See, your strengths are cooperative, diplomatic, gracious, fair-minded, and social. However, you're indecisive. You avoid confrontations, and you carry a grudge. And self-pity is another weakness.
I never
I
knew
don't
that.
feel like that's you, but all right, sure.
Like whenever we went out, you were just always trying to fight somebody, so I don't know if that's true.
That's fair.
Well, fuck, since we're doing astrological signs, were you born, Blake?
July 18th. Me and will be the same.
Yeah, we're cancers.
I agree. So you guys are tenacious, highly imaginative, loyal, emotional, sympathetic, and persuasive. However, you're moody, pessimistic, suspicious, manipulative, and insecure.
I'm not
you have to go that
insecure.
far. Like,
I'm great.
You guys seem insecure about being insecure. That's rough.
Definitely not insecure.
Hey, this says I'm vain, and that's probably true.
Ooh, your element's water. What does that mean?
He can waterbend.
Who?
Holy shit!
So I was thinking, like, fucking Avatar? What is mine? I didn't look at that.
Wait, where are you finding it?
I'm on I don't know, astrologyzodiacsigns.com, duh.
Oh, of course.
What the fuck can I
It's like
bend?
You can't.
I want to bend something.
Hey, mine is air.
Is this?
Oh, you're an airbender.
That's fucking
These are
sick.
so
Whoa.
rare. I'm an airbender. They're not that rare.
Well,
What?
we need to diversify our cast. We can't have two
I
air
agree.
and two water.
We need a firebender.
We don't need women or people of color. We need people with different. Zodiac signs.
If there's any firebenders listening, please, we need you.
All right, Josh, let's read about airbending. It says, air signs are all about action, ideas, and motion. We are the winds of change. When a strong gust hits you, you can't help but move. While some within their ranks may be true life airheads, others are as powerful as gravity-defying G-force. We bring everyone a breath of fresh air when things start to get stale. Like the breeze, you can't quite catch us, and you never know where they'll drop you once they sweep you up. It will almost always be an adventure, though.
How is
Yeah.
this still going on?
Oh, you're just jealous.
Yeah, you fucking waterbender.
It says, security is important to the waterbenders. After all, water needs a
Wow, man.
container.
I don't need shit. I'm staying on my own.
Well, you need a little bowl to hold you, pussy. Fucking
Oh.
water. I thought it'd be
Yeah.
good for everybody to go around the room and just give everybody a little taste of who you are.
Well, let's start with Blake. We'll go alphabetical.
Oh, Marshall.
Got you
Oh.
there, bitch.
He did. I'm still last because it's in. You know.
So we're going from Z to A.
Okay, fine. My name's Davis. Is my Christian name. My real name is Waterbender.
Wow.
Sapphire is my last
Sapphire.
name.
Wow, you're like a stripper.
I mean, have you seen our header on Twitter? I mean, I make a lot of money. It's a stripper.
Mhm.
Shameless plug. And then, so I'm a PhD student. Technically,
You're
I'm smart.
non-essential.
You're not essential and you're a fucking nerd.
I am non-essential, but mostly I'm just a nerd. And I met David and Blake through cross country in college, and I met Josh through Blake when
Yeah.
I think the first time we met was when you came up for, I don't even remember what they call it, that big party at the end of the year.
Deja vu.
And then
Deja vu.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
yeah, and then we tried to go into the thing, and you had liquor in an Ajax bottle, and they wouldn't let you go in.
I got in. No, I got in,
Yeah,
and
you
they
got
had a
it.
little weenie buffet. And then, on my third time at the buffet, someone walks up to me and says, "What's that in your pocket?" And I had a water bottle in my hoodie pocket. I said, "Oh, it's just a water bottle." No, your back pocket. I pull a bottle of Ajax dish soap that's full of liquor out of my back pocket. Like it might be alcohol. I'm so sorry. Don't kick me out.
Meanwhile, I had literally a fifth in my fucking jacket inside of the actual concert.
That's the same night I stole that sombrero from the frat and was gonna fight
Yeah.
over it.
I still don't know how she saw it. I don't think it was that visible.
Maybe she just like saw the cap and was like, "What
I don't
is
know.
that?"
I don't know.
I think it was
Still
that.
pissed off about it.
And she was more curious about like why you were carrying a full bottle of soap around with you.
I just told her it was dish soap.
He could see the future. He was preparing for the coronavirus.
Yeah.
And don't you lie, Josh. You never once left that buffet table.
I did just get away. So I'm courteous. I let other people have a few. At least down to the side and let other people eat.
Honestly,
you're right.
that's the best part about anything at that
Look,
college is that there's always chicken tenders and you could just eat all of it.
Those they're pigs in a blanket. Those were some bomb fucking pigs in a blanket.
Dude, their parties, after party food is always better than lunch or dinner at the cafe. Every
You're
time.
not wrong. It hasn't changed. Just every time they cook me a piece of steak, I know I'm about to be chewing the bottom of a shoe.
It's just well done, you know?
It's called a piece of couch cushion. It's leather,
That's a fancy couch.
I guess.
Yeah, but mostly that's it. Hit me up. See what's going on.
They're still not essential.
You're right. Well, Magda, you're up.
What the hell am I supposed to say? You already told my whole introduction. That's when I met Josh also. Although I did meet you on my visit to college. And you're the only person that talked to me. And probably the only person I talked to.
I mean,
You guys are so cute.
To be fair, we were at a table full of dickheads, and so I didn't want to talk to anyone else. So I was just like, I think I'll just talk to Magda, and you know.
That's the day I signed my life away. How sad.
Yep.
You poor soul.
Now all I do is sit around and type on a computer. Although I am still building this sweet love to interpret sign language. That'll be cool someday.
Okay, what is this?
It's my research. Researching machine language to interpret sign language and convert it to non-sign language, and to go the other way, so that people that don't know sign language can communicate with people that do.
I realize I was friends with Elon Musk.
Oh, I'm an
What the
alien.
fuck is this?
That's what Libra means. Alien. But no, that's really about it. I mean, what is it? We drink, steal sombreros, run a little bit, suck at video games. That's true.
Speak for yourself.
But we enjoy it.
Yeah, sometimes. And then sometimes you run into those kids that are fucking sweating, you know?
Yeah.
And you die in like 2 seconds, and there's no chance to enjoy your defeat.
True.
But yeah.
Right. Pick you up.
Well, some people call me Stardust. That's my Indian name. Others refer to me as Blake the Tech Guy.
Hey.
But most people refer to me as just Blake.
Think about it.
That's
Think about it.
Yeah, just Blake.
That's
Just
fine.
most people refer to me as just Blake. Well, let's start at the beginning. I met with Josh. He went through that story, and that was quite the experience. Tripping him and him just falling in love and torturing me for the last 12 years.
I think that's why I still have knee problems, to be honest with you. That's why my knee hurts right now. My knees hurt for a good week after that. I landed square on my knees. I only weighed like 140 pounds, but every bit of that went straight to my fucking patella.
Yeah, I mean, most of the time he is on his knees, but I guess
I've learned and got knee pads.
that's the reason his knees hurt all the time.
Fair enough, I guess.
And then I met, was the first person in college I met, as well as like David. But I met, we did a lot of heavy drinking together in college. One of
No, we did not.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we did. One of my fondest memories, first one that comes to my mind is our old cross-country coach we found golf cart keys in the woods as we were running around.
Oh,
we tried turning them into them, and our coach just handed them back and said, I never saw these. So, for like 2 or 3 years, we had golf cart keys to our college golf carts.
It's not my fault I lost them. I was drunk and I broke my keys in my hand. I don't know how. I broke the whole fucking lanyard and the keys went everywhere. I don't even remember it. I do remember saying, fuck it, I'll look for it tomorrow. But I never did.
I mean, I still have the golf cart key on my ring.
What's
To
the
this
golf
day.
cart key?
Huh?
We found it on a run one day, and then like for the next 3 years, we'd go out and drive the golf cart around campus like we were
Yep.
campus police. That's the thing. I don't know how we never got caught by campus police because we literally just drove on the only road that was around campus.
It was a giant loop that went through everything.
Shaped like
And we passed by security. Like, we
And they
passed by
never caught
security. Yeah. But the last time we ever did this was the best time. It was me and 2 other guys that we ran track with. We had the great idea of taking the 4-person, the big giant golf cart we had.
It's like a
4-seater
limo.
on our- yeah, it was like a limousine, like solid, like probably I'd say every bit of 10 to 12 feet long, down our cross country trails. So we're going down the cross country trails, which let me just tell you, it's a cross country dirt trail for running, and has roots everywhere, and it's not level by any means. There's roots everywhere. One person can only go through these trails at a time, not a giant 4-foot wide golf cart. So we come to an intersection where there's this giant root that sticks up, and whenever we run through there, everyone slows down. Everyone comes to a stop. But we decide to take a golf cart through it. As I'm sitting there like, we're not going to make this. So he goes over the first time. Yeah, he goes over the first time, and we get hung up right dead center of this limousine. And me and the 2 other guys end up having to pick the front of the freaking golf cart up and backing it out, put it in reverse, backed up a solid 10 feet, and said, I'll make it this time. And took off at it again. Didn't make it again, guys. Did not make it. So this time we just lifted up the backside of the golf cart and pushed it over top of the roots. We got it stuck another like 2 more times before it was mud everywhere. Took it back to the campus where we got it and parked it, and I'm pretty sure we ended up giving the keys to David after that because he was the responsible
That's when
one.
I lost it.
Yeah.
I mean, I still have the key. I don't know
I think
why
you
you
have a
guys.
different key.
I have a golf cart key. I don't know. I don't
Well,
know where I got it, but I
it's not
still
the
have
same
a
one.
key.
I had
I-
and lost.
I definitely didn't think still had the key. I thought there was a whole nother story what happened to that key.
No, I still have
What is
it.
wrong with you?
I
A
thought-
one, at least.
I thought that key ended up getting thrown into the pond.
I mean, that was a particularly bad night for me.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're not wrong.
I did a lot of things I shouldn't have done that night. I almost got arrested that night.
Yeah, and that was also the same night we walked around, or no, I'm not going to say we because I was pissed the whole time you guys were doing it. You and this other dude walking around saying, "Freedom jobs!" Whole night.
I remember
Yeah.
this night. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean,
We're
It was
runners.
a
That's
night.
what we do.
We're
Yeah,
letters.
I-
That's what we do.
that's the whole other thing.
Yeah. So then there's that.
Yeah, I mean,
I just want to say first off, you cannot say anything about how bad he is a driver. We're not allowed to
The
talk
thing
about
is-
that. Blake
the
puts us
thing
in a
is-
fucking ditch in the middle of a snowstorm.
Oh, we did not go into a ditch.
We absolutely went into a fucking ditch.
we went into the
we went-
ditch and then
we went
out of the
over
ditch.
top. We went over top the ditch, hit a tree, and bounced back out to the road. We never went in it.
Excuse me.
It's not my fault whenever I'm drunk, I seem sober.
It's not, how is it not your fault? You
The
could just
thing
say,
is,
"Hey guys, I've been drinking. You should drive."
Blake
I'm
gets a,
sorry. I was definitely chasing tail that night and very excited to chase tail.
As a side note, we do not endorse drinking and driving.
absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, absolutely. If we'd have known, we would have never let him.
No.
It's like
Drive.
Blake. We go on a cabin trip every year in the mountains, and obviously when it snows in the mountains, so Blake gets a text from a girl he's talking to. How she's close, so we decided to go meet her. And Blake's like, "Yeah, I'll drive." Haven't been drinking, maybe a beer or two between the two of us. He gets behind the fucking wheel of the car. No idea how much he's had to drink. How we do?
I wasn't drunk to the point where I couldn't see anything, or like I was like probably 4 beers and just brave, and I was like, I'm gonna drift around this corner. So I stomped the gas as there's like 6 inches of snow on the ground, and I have a front wheel drive car. It's not gonna slide the way a normal rear wheel drive car does.
This is why I drove to Athens.
Fact.
My
That way,
favorite part
Blake
about
could just piss out the window and have it come back inside his own car.
This leads to how me and David's fondest memories. So I'm just going to combine the 2 trips together and tell both of them. So 2 years we went to OU Ohio University's giant Halloween party. The first year we went, it was just me, David, and one of our other cross-country buddies. We go there, and like we drive from my house to Athens, which is like 45 minutes. And David wasn't going to drink because he's a very dedicated runner, and I am not. And so me and my other buddy, we got hammered, and we came back on that Friday night. Well, David's on the way driving back, and I had to pee like no other, and there was nowhere to pull over, and we're on the interstate going like 65, 70, maybe faster than that, because we're probably breaking the speed limit. But at the time, I thought it was a great idea to pee out the window. So I go ahead, roll the window down, and I get up there, unzip, start peeing out the window, and I'm laughing, and then our buddy in the back seat is laughing so hard, doesn't realize what's hitting him in the face for a solid, like, I don't know, 30 seconds, 45 seconds. I was almost done peeing by the time he said, Blake, you're pissing all over me. Because all my pee was doing was rolling up the windowsill and going into the back seat. So I peed all over the back seat of my car. Yeah, so that was me and David's first time going to OU. Then our second time, me and David and a few other people we went down there with. We had more people this time. We got a hotel room and everything. We ended up going into the cross-country house down there, and running the beer pong tables all night.
I was
Me and David
no help. I kept knocking our own cups over.
Yeah, David was the reason we ended up finally losing.
And then that girl in the corner told me to hit her vape, and I was just like, you know what? Sure. I don't even know you, but bring it over.
Absolutely. I'm dressed up as beer man, so I have 2 or 3 beers strapped to my waistband, have a beer in my hand, and I'm ready to go. David's dressed up as a breathalyzer, which was just awesome. We were, everyone freaking loved us. And we just ran the beer pong table that night.
It was those
It was
cowboys. They came up with their Jaeger
Yeah,
bombs, and they said, fuck you guys.
The
The
game where you
rednecks.
guys were at?
No.
Sure.
Well, maybe.
It could have been. I don't know.
It didn't matter. We left.
Nah.
It's 2020. It's 2020. You guys can go to whatever bar you want to.
I mean, it was a house, but, You know, when I get rich in about 67 years or so, I'll put a bar in my house, and that's when we'll call it that. You guys can come over, and we'll burn the fucking place down.
Fuck, alright.
And wait, you know what, Blake? We never found the damn party where they were trying to break the top floor of the houses.
That's a fact.
I wanted to
ended
go
up
to that.
Yeah, we left there that Friday night and ended up walking around all of Athens basically looking for this place. We ended up getting like Snapchat map. We were looking at the hot spots, like, oh, it's right in this area. We'd go to that area, be looking around for a house that's half smashed. Nope.
The cops are breaking them up pretty quick.
Yeah.
I mean, they were riding around their horses with their ARs and no fun.
Yeah. The last year we went actually was pretty bad though. I mean, there was freaking cops everywhere, and it was raining the whole time.
All right, Josh. I think it's your turn.
But I was just thinking though, Blake. There's a story in Morgantown, which is a wonderful, wonderful little city. With some friends, and we were down in the basement of said bar. One of our buddies buys us $1. I think it was $1 for like 5 shots of whiskey.
Yeah, it was horrible bottom shelf whiskey.
It was under the shelf. That's how bad this was. So we all
this
take
stuff was like rolled up in cobwebs, and they're just like, yeah, we'll scrape this off the ground and put it back in the glass for him.
So our friend walked into the bar and said, "There's some nickels on the counter." Says, "Here, this is what we got." Like, I got you, and he brings us this. So we all take it. I don't even see you leave. I never noticed. I'm just joking with our other friends. And next thing I know is I see you put your finger up in the air, start waving it, like spinning in the air, say, "Hey, so it's time to go." And I 100% saw it. I saw it. But I didn't acknowledge it. For some reason, I didn't even think about acknowledging you. So you leave, then maybe 15 minutes goes by. I'm looking around the tables, like, where's Blake at? And no one else has any idea. Then we get a text from our other friend. You're outside standing in the rain.
Yeah.
Because he got kicked out for throwing up in the stall.
And that was probably the most sober I've ever been, too. All right, maybe not the most sober, but still. I walked into that bathroom after we took that. I remember looking at someone and saying, "Oh, this isn't good." I think it was one of our buddies. I walked to the bathroom, closed the door behind me. I thought I locked it. Bent over, threw it perfectly into the toilet, like barely made a little bit of splatter on the toilet. I wiped it down as sober as can be, threw it in the toilet, flushed the toilet, turned around, security guard standing right behind me. And then I was just like, I thought I locked the door. Like, what the hell? He's like, you threw up, buddy. You got to go. And I was like, I'm not even drunk. Like, you got to go. So then as I'm walking by, we're on like the right side. And Josh and all them were over on the left side. So I end up leaving the security guard and walking over to the table. And this is the signal. I'm going to describe the signal before I tell you guys what it is. I put a hand up, one finger, and circled it, which means round them up. Let's go.
Didn't they just stop and tell us, "Hey guys, I'm getting kicked out. We need to leave to another bar"? He never told us that. He just did that little hand motion.
Hey, to be fair, that's the hand motion we use when we run. That's the.
Yeah,
I'm not a fucking runner. I am not a runner.
I mean, that's a pretty universal motion of like, round it up. Let's get the hell out of here. Like,
exactly.
I'm not in the wrong over here. I did nothing wrong.
Oh, he's never wrong, guys. That's your intro to Josh.
Always right.
And needless to say, we're in a bar that's playing music at like 400 volume. So they're not going to hear me if I try to. The volume's at like 400. They're not going to hear me if I say anything. So then I end up leaving and standing in the rain for a little while. And one of our buddies comes outside like, "Oh, that's where you went." I was like, "What are you guys doing? Come on." She's like, "Oh, let me go inside and go get the rest of them." So then they go inside, and like 5 minutes later, because they had to take another shot before they left, to go to another bar where they could have just got another shot. But we're not going to talk about it.
You're absolutely right. We were having a good time till you ruined it, but just not being able to hold your liquor.
Oh, yeah. It's not like we didn't go to another bar.
It's like we're all downstairs talking, having a good time. Don't even notice you're gone. I see you do that. I didn't even register me what you were trying to tell me. I'm like, okay, he must, I don't know what the fuck he's doing. I completely forget you're a human being and then keep talking with everybody else. You just never came back, man. You just left us there.
Mm-hmm. This is like one of our infamous nights, too, of a video Josh made, which we might discuss later on in a podcast.
Oh, God.
I remember the first time I drank with Blake. He was drinking Mad Dog 2020 with his first college girlfriend, I think.
Hey!
Yeah,
right?
That was
he was drinking.
Regret.
He was sitting there, no big deal, just drinking along, and then all of a sudden, he he does the motion of like he gets like the chipmunk cheeks and they like fill up, and you're like, oh no.
Oh, I forgot about this. Oh my god.
You're like, oh no, he's gonna puke, and he like just like didn't you puke into the cup?
No, I caught it all in my mouth. Like it just stopped all in my mouth, and the cheeks and everything. Like, and then I went to the bathroom immediately.
And it was that time I was like, wow, Blake and I are gonna be friends. We're gonna be friends.
I completely forgot about that.
You can convince this idiot to do about anything. We're going to be good friends.
And then, I mean, we had my senior year. We drank a lot anyways, but my senior year, we really hit our stride on drinking alcohol.
That's what you want to call it, the stride.
You can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning.
And trust me, we were starting at 1 a.m. that morning.
We were probably going through 2 or 3 packs a weekend, like 30 packs. We were bad. Too much, some would say. Not me, but, like health professionals would say.
Was it your senior year that I come up? I think it was. I had worked night shift. I think it was night shift. I worked the night before. So I got off in the morning, drove straight to Elkins, meet you guys. And I tried to nap, and I just couldn't. So I started drinking with you guys early, like 10 o'clock or something.
Mm-hmm.
Still, I could not. I was up for almost 30 hours. I think it was over 30 hours in all. It was when working and then partying with you guys.
Is this the night you went Pokemon Go hunting by yourself?
Yeah, I almost get hit by a car. I think that was it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. You went Pokemon Go hunting all by yourself, and we're like, where'd Josh go? I don't know. Well, okay.
Yes, don't act like you don't ever notice when I'm gone either. You did.
Oh, we noticed, and everyone was just like, oh, he'll be all right. Apparently almost gets hit by a car, which the driver was one of our ex-buddies.
Yeah, it's like, it's pitch black out, and I cross an intersection, and I hear a car stop. I couldn't see anything because of the headlights. The door opens up, I hear, Josh? I'm like, who is that? Yeah, it turned out the end.
Yeah. No, I remember one time, me and his senior year, drinking. We drank like half, like, I don't remember what it was. It was like bottom shelf vodka because we were spending very little to get drunk. It was like an $8 bottle of vodka. I don't remember us leaving with it.
Peach schnapps.
That's what it was. It was peach schnapps. Yes. We went to go leave with the whole bottle, going somewhere, and like security walked by, or we saw security drive by, or something like that, and we hid it in a bush out like behind where you were RAing at. And we ended up coming back a couple days later and grabbing the bottle and finishing it.
God.
I remember that day, like, I had a party in my room.
Yep.
I wasn't even in the party, but you guys are partying.
Oh, that was great.
I remember
that was
those.
me, David. Yep. David knocked over an entire rack of beer pong, like the water cups.
Oh, fuck you.
I remember you knocking a clear over.
Do you remember R.A. Clay?
Oh, yes, I forgot about him.
I'm pretty sure
yes.
everybody saw his dick but me.
I saw it.
All right.
A few different times. Every time we walked, I walked into the bathroom, he was showering or pooping naked.
I remember my freshman year at West Liberty. My building I stayed in was the same building my RD stayed in. He comes out and talks to the whole building. He gives some hard-ass speech. There's no drinking. There's no, because the floors are obviously, one gender. No opposite gender on your floor after this time, blah, blah, blah. My RA talks to my floors like, guys, I don't give a fuck, all right? I'm here to try and play football. 2 rules. You got a girl in your room, you got to fuck her. Well, 2, if you're fucking her, you got to turn the TV up so everybody else knows about it. Those are his 2 rules. We never had any issues.
I mean,
I've ever had.
I was basically the same way. I was like, listen, the only time I'll have a problem is if you're being, like, someone messaged me and says, like, hey, there's a problem on your floor. That's when we have a problem. So, like, as long as you're drinking in your room and it's not in the hallway, I don't give a shit. You're in college, and a lot of them were Canadian, so, like, you can drink at 18. So, like, it didn't even, it wasn't, like, technically illegal for them. So it was just like, I was never.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure They're in America, so it's technically illegal.
Well,
I mean,
we can.
I just don't get
Day
it.
18, we can go overseas and drink, though, right?
Yeah, because you're in
Yeah,
another
then.
country.
I guess. Yes, yeah.
But I mean, I had very little problems on my floor, basically because I was like, we just kept. I had other than Clay. I mean, most people were just like they didn't give a shit. He RA'd more than I ever did.
He chased those girls around for like a half hour, and they ended up hiding in my room.
Yeah.
One of the
I
very few
know.
times I was actually in my room, because usually I was in this room.
Like
Yep.
what? It's on the same floor, but like 10 rooms over.
Yeah, they were separated by those doors.
Yeah.
Yeah. He would I remember that one time he literally stood at the end of the hall at like midnight. And I think it was deja vu. So like it's basically a free for all at that point. And he's like standing at the end of the hall, not letting anyone enter the hall. It was like midnight. I was like, listen, man, you just can't do this. This isn't your job. You have to go to bed and get the fuck out of the hall.
And you were
And then I
100%
went in-
hammered telling him this too.
Oh yeah, I went to the room next door with the guys that were in there, and we were for until probably 2 or 3 in the morning watching. I think it was like youth hockey because they were like so into hockey, so we were just like watching hockey the whole fucking time.
Now for something we like to do at the end of our show. We have a rather intelligent member of our audience, and it's not me, Nick, or Blake. It's David's question of the week. We asked David some of the best questions we found on the internet. What do we have today, guys?
Well, I got a riddle for Mr. David Magda. So David, what is the only building you leave without entering?
Oh fuck. Is it actually a building?
Yes, it is. Think long, think wrong, my friend.
The only building? What the fuck? Oh god.
Who is this guy?
The only building you leave without entering. I guess
I
that
feel like I
depends.
have an answer, but
What
I
do
feel
they
like
mean
it's
by
wrong.
entering?
Am I allowed to answer?
You answer afterwards. Don't you answer during.
Okay.
You have to wait
All
for
right.
David.
What if I phone a friend?
After you answer, sure.
What does a phone friend do?
My mom.
Your mom be in the building?
Yeah.
That's offensive.
I never
Sis-
entered. I just left.
Yeah.
Kind of. Think about the building.
I mean, okay. I
Wait,
don't know if your mom would appreciate you calling her a building, but I mean,
listen, man. I'm throwing out the truth.
Is that your final answer?
Final
Mom?
answer.
can I answer first?
Yep. Let Josh answer.
Is it a hospital by chance? Because you can still enter and leave a hospital.
That's what I was thinking.
It's a hospital.
I don't get
because
it.
Yeah, that's stupid.
You're born.
Because like
Oh.
you can be born in it, and then
I went in too deep.
I can still go to a hospital to get my fucking medicine or to get a checkup. I still enter and leave. I don't know. Whatever.
I went in
That's when
too
you're
deep.
born.
I scoped
You
in
walk.
too far.
You're not walking. You never enter it. Your mom enters it. And
But
I'm
you're
glad-
inside
I have-
your mom. Are you saying
You know how many
fetuses
hospitals
aren't
that I've
baby-
entered in my
aren't
life?
People?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying the riddle told me it was a hospital.
I think my answer's better. Fuck your riddle.
You got something for him?
Yeah, I mine is on the other end. If you could die in one way, how would it be, and why?
Does it have to be realistic?
I mean, no.
Okay. Well, I want to get shot out of a cannon so fucking fast that I can start to leave Earth. I mean, assuming that it would kill me, but I think it'd be pretty fucking cool.
Which
I
part?
think it's
All
I
of
feel
it.
like with enough force, you'd be dead before you left the cannon.
That's fine.
exactly. That's fine.
Where's my
How
body
is
gonna
that
land?
fine?
That's so exciting to think about.
There is no body. You don't understand. There's no body left.
Well,
You're
some motherfuckers
disintegrated.
are gonna get hit with little pieces of me, and they're gonna sit there like, "Is it raining?" No, bitch. That's just my blood.
Your blood.
The plagues. Huh. I'm
Interesting.
not. I'm not a fan of these answers this week.
Maybe next week.
I've been thinking about that one actually, though. Like, that's it.
That's the way you die. If any way you can die, just any way
If-
possible.
Yeah, if I was choosing, might as well.
I can tell you one way I would never want to die. That'd be drowning.
I heard that was peaceful.
I have heard that. I don't know how they measure it though, but I don't know how. Yeah.
I mean, I've almost drowned once, and I gotta tell you, it was anything but peaceful.
That's because you only almost drowned. You didn't finish it out.
Exactly.
I guess, but it wasn't peaceful up to
Okay.
the point of like, a few seconds before you give up.
It gets peaceful before, when you die.
If I could choose to die, I feel like it'd be at the Hall of Fame NASCAR run. I'm on my last lap of the Talladega 500 before
Are you
retirement.
fucking Dale Earnhardt Jr.?
I'm
Or Dale
close. I'm close. I give my crew chief a sign that I'm not coming back to the pits. He stares out at me as I'm trying to make my last turn. I cross the finish line, first place, and straight into the blow up because I can't live without the sport that I love. If you call NASCAR a sport,
Praise Dale and raise hell.
praise hail, raise hail. Well, I'd say that about wraps it up for this inaugural week of Essentially Nonsense. We want to thank you for listening. We plan on posting and having a new episode every Saturday and every Wednesday, twice a week for you math nerds out there. Follow us on Twitter at EssentiallyNon1. Subject to change. As of episode 1, that's what it is. Yeah, thank you for listening.